All right, welcome back. And as you may already be able to tell, maybe not, but something is different, something is wrong. And what that something is the audio of the video. Long story short, I got robbed at the end of my trip to Rome. Yeah, someone just came up and snatched my bag, which had my camera, my microphone, and I went to the police and everything, but they are very relaxed here in Italy and didn't really expect anything to come of it. But that's the bad news. The good news is that that trip is over and now I'm here in Florence and it is absolutely lovely here. I've been here a little over a day and the food, the artisans, the views, the mountains, it's just all really beautiful. So I kind of am getting some of that energy back, some of that Italian spirit after kind of deflated from that event where I was robbed, and I'll show a clip actually of that happening. Almost comical watching the video, except the fact that I lost all my footage and my camera and my mic. But other than that, it is something you would almost see out of like a cartoon or something. But yeah, I am gonna keep on trucking and gonna be switching to my iPhone to film all this stuff. I tried to dial in the settings the best I possibly could for the phone, but it's not probably going to be as good as my camera and the mic, obviously. But yeah, all I can really do is try my best and work with what I got. And I still really want to take you guys around and just show you this city and the spots and the fashion and the food, because I have to say, from my time here already, it has a lot to offer and it's really rich in all three of those things. There are a lot of new pickups, everything from the end of my Rome trip going into coming to Florence. I haven't shown you guys, so we have a big buildup of pickups that I'm really excited to show. Some stuff that I'm just really happy with, pieces that I just think you can't get in the US. So really excited for that. I want to take you along to Florence to see a little bit of this beautiful city. So stick around with me, bear with me, and let's go see Florence. Ciao. Alright, so I wanted to give an update on this denim jacket I've been working on. Not really that I've been working on, but that I've been designing. And this is a piece that I picked up from a thrift store in my first kind of New York City pickups video, and you'll see in that video that I actually like distressed it myself for some time to give it like these little the wear and tear that I think looks really nice. I mean, looking back on it, I think I could have maybe gone a little easier on some of the patches, but I think it still looks good. And then I kind of decided that this was going to be like my project jacket, and that I was going to try to make a really cool piece out of it. And I brought it to a tailor in Italy, in Rome, and had them put on these epaules for the shoulders. And I saw this on like trench coats, I saw this on like more army inspired garments, and I really liked it, but I had never seen it on a denim jacket. So I actually had this like material cut out of these jeans, and these are some selvage jeans I bought from Armani a while back that I really just didn't love, but I noticed they had like the selvage lines, which if you are into denim at all, you know it's just kind of a different process that makes a hardier, firmer garment that is less likely to break up at the seams. It's just a stronger seam, but it's really got a classic look. So I had him like make an epaulette out of the selvage piece, and there's actually some things I want to adjust, but first I want to just show you the epaulette because quite frankly I think it looks really good. The design itself is great. I think the tailor absolutely nailed it. The one thing I wanted was to do a double layer. So if you see on many like trench coats and stuff, it's going to be a double layer hooked here, and then you're going to have a loop of the same fabric here to secure the epaulette down. Instead, he kind of sewed the whole structure to the shoulder piece, which I think is fine. I really just want to see the whole garment and see if it made sense, if it looked cool, and it was more like a proof of concept. And I was kind of blown away by how awesome these epaulettes, like with the selvage lines, looks. I think it looks really sick. I'm gonna throw it on real quick. It doesn't go with this outfit, but you can just see the shoulder pieces, kind of how they give a little more like of that army like masculinity in the structure to the jacket. It's like really cool, and I think if it's refined a little bit, it will look amazing. When I make a new jacket, which I actually want to do, I will like have the corrections made. But what I do still want to do with this jacket is, if you see here on a lot of like Levi's jackets, they'll have a strap which you can button, and then a second button here to tighten. So here I actually want to add like side adjusters, like side tabs. Brought my little hat along for a demo, but like this is kind of what I want to add here. So like I'm just kind of being, but like it will be like this, obviously in the denim fabric, a bit bigger, and then you can like kind of pull it to adjust. It's more really for looks. It is a style that's like traditional Levi's. They had originally the back cinch on their Type 1 jacket, and on their Type 2 jacket, they added the little side adjusters. And I really like the cinch look. I don't love it like in the middle of the back, and I'll show a picture of what the Type 1 jacket looks like. But I want that on the sides. Like you'll see in some Gurkha pants, in some suit pants, they have like side adjusters. And it just looks really, really nice. So I'm gonna try to go to a tailor here in Florence and have them make those, just to see again, like more as a proof of concept, what that will really look like. So I'm about to take this over to the tailor and try to explain, because they don't know English very well, the concept, and try to use images and stuff to get the meaning across. I honestly think that was the issue with the epaulettes. I think that the tailor and I just couldn't communicate exactly what I wanted. Like he drew a picture that looked like what I wanted, so I was like yes, but I don't know, this double layer thing I think got lost in translation. So I'm gonna try to be a little more specific, and just kind of excited to be making my own piece. I mean, not by myself, but designing my own piece and seeing it made. It's really inspiring and really exciting. So I'm gonna drop this off, and when I come back, I'm gonna get into the new pickups. So peace for now. Ciao. All right, it is finally that time where we look at some of the pickups I have made. But basically this segment covers the end of my Rome trip and the beginning of the Florence trip. So we have a bit of ground to cover, but let's get right into it. The first items are absolute bangers. These are probably some of my favorite purchases of, I'll say, all time. The deer leather, like unstructured Belgian loafers from Velasca. And basically these are just a normal Belgian loafer, which is like no inner lining, meaning there's no stiff part in this toe box area or this midfoot area to like give the shoe structure. So they're almost like slippers, really. But yeah, and then they have a little additional tassel, which you don't really see normally on Belgian loafers. You might see a little bit of a bow for like a more formal like black tie loafer, but yeah, these are like hammered deerskin, all leather soles. And then I also got the cedar insole inserts, not insoles, but yeah, I got these for my birthday, and they have just been magical. I've been trying not to overwear them, just because if I could, I would wear them every day, but because of the unstructured nature of the shoe, I'm a bit worried about like wearing them out too fast. So I'm also going to get like some leather care materials, like some cream, to make sure they're hydrated, but right now they're very hydrated. Yeah, this was just something I had my eye on, a deer skin black leather unstructured loafer, and then I saw Velasca had these with the tassels, and it was just, I went and saw them, tried it, and had to bring them home, so I did. And yeah, this is a absolute banger. Super happy with these. So moving right along, next up we have some cream linen trousers, and these are actually from the women's section of this shop called White Mood. And actually not the women's section, it's just a women's clothing store. What I like about these, and you may have seen them in the earlier clips in the video, they're so flowy at the bottom. Like that bottom part has so much, such a wide leg and such a loose structure, which just looks great, especially on those deerskin loafers. Actually, it looks phenomenal. And any type of linen flowy summer outfit, summer look, just magical. This is a linen viscose blend, so I wasn't so pleased about that, but they are still super breathable, which was like my main worry when I found out they were not 100% linen. The last thing to note about these trousers, the color, right? The color of this garment, it's not a white. A white is, in a linen pant of this material, is extremely see-through. So I didn't want a white. It's like a cream, which I just love. If you've been watching a few of my videos, you know I love cream pants. I have cream jeans. But yeah, these have been a treat, and I'm really excited to wear them more, especially with those loafers. I think this is like a fantastic combination. So next we have a linen shirt. I got this from the same store. I got those two pieces together. Actually, the white cream linen pants and this white shirt. What I love about the shirt is the cut. Because it's a woman's shirt, it has this elegant cut where it's a bit shorter in the front and it has this longer piece on the back, and as well as like a drop shoulder, which I can throw this on, but it has like a drop shoulder a little bit, not extreme. So when you kind of wear it, it's like this super loose, like flowy garment, and you can just like, I don't know, it's almost like a piece of fabric, but it has structure. And then in the back, like I love that it covers in the back, and just throwing this in any type of flowy outfit, it's just so good. And I'm really happy I went into that store, really happy I found these, and I ended up picking them up because it is probably two of my favorite pickups from this trip. They just go so well together. Which brings me to the next piece, which we have this, it's like a denim, it's basically just a denim dress shirt. It's not exactly like a work shirt, it doesn't have those pockets or these pockets, which you would normally find on a work shirt. It's this beautiful color. It's from this brand Strategic Business Unit, which is just this marvelous shop I found in Rome, and they just make some of the best clothes I've ever seen, like men's clothes. The fabrics are so extraordinary. Like the fabric on this is so exceptional. The garment itself is fantastic. It looks great. The collar is great. The cut, like everything is just perfect. And I love me a little denim shirt. This is like my first type of like denim shirt. In an earlier video, I tried on like a denim work shirt at a flea market and I really liked it, but it was totally taxing. It was like $250. Strategic Business Unit. I also got a t-shirt, which I'm not going to show, from there, which the cotton is just magical on this shirt as well. The cut is great. But yeah, this fits me like a glove, and I actually had footage of an outfit I wore with this, these cream jeans, and then like my hat, my scarf, and the loafers, and like it was super well put together, and that was on the camera that got snatched. So and that brings me to the last piece, which I actually just picked up today from this brand called Society Anonyme. And this was from, I was trying on really wide leg trousers. They had this Maison Margiela wide leg black pant, and I wanted to try like a tighter top. The associate handed me this jacket. It's in this really, I would almost say like a cotton twill. It's like definitely a thicker material. And I'll put it on right now. But it literally fit me like a glove. Like it's so tapered in the waist. So any type of like flare jean, long jean, this thing is just fantastic. Like I really loved it. I was worried about the back because with suits you have to be super careful. Like you don't want to get anything where when you move, basically the collar is gonna come off your neck. So I like took a really long time to make sure, and I ended up pulling the trigger, not getting the pants, but just getting this jacket. I'm super excited to try this with stuff like the linen pants, these cream pants. Like there's so many different combinations you can just throw this in. It's a little hot, I would say, for the summer, so more like a nighttime outfit. Also black pants. I really want some wide leg black jeans to style this with. This with the black loafers, like you can see that all these pieces are kind of cohesive. Like nothing goes perfectly together, or they all don't go perfectly together, but there's a ton of cohesiveness, like interoperability with the different pieces, which I always try to do. Like whenever I'm looking at something, I'm trying to have multiple outfits in mind of like, what can this go with? And then sometimes you find something a little out of range that's just you have to have, and I would say this is kind of that. I didn't have anything immediate in mind, but it just fit so snug, and it just had that lovely taper, and it was so sharp. So I got it, and you know, maybe I should slow down, but like, I'm in the home of fashion, and it's just so magical, some of this stuff. There's so much beauty in the garments. And before I get too carried away, I actually copped this ring as well from this jeweler that I showed. It's a handmade ring. It has this lovely like cell design, which I just kind of fell in love with and had to have it. So now we're rocking silver and gold. A little dramatic, maybe a little much, one could even argue, but it's just one of those pieces that you kind of fall in love with the process behind it and the attention to detail and the story of the artisan. And you know, you just kind of have to work with it, have to. At least that's how I feel. Yeah, that is actually kind of the things I picked up recently. It's not as crazy now showing everything, but some really, really solid stuff. And I'm really happy with everything. And yeah, I'm sure there will be more pickups coming soon, so stay tuned for the next video, and I'll close us out with a little more footage from the beautiful Firenze. So for now, ciao.